This conference will now be recorded.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming on the call. As usual, I'm really appreciative of you showing up on the call. It always makes me happy when people show up on the call. And I see Dr. B is on the call. Good morning, Dr. B. Let's see here. Okay, so today, well, first let me back up. So the thing that I want to state to everybody, number one, is I had an awesome weekend. Didn't do a whole lot once again, but it's really not always about the going and the doing for me. It's about just the chilling out and just being in my own space kind of thing, which makes me very, very happy. And yesterday we drove out to San Diego, had dinner with my sister-in-law and my nephews for her birthday, and then drove right back home. So I was on the road a lot yesterday, and it was all good. It was all love because the traffic was great. So I had an awesome weekend, and I hope everybody else on this call has had a superior weekend as well, an awesome weekend. What the thing I really want to say to you all is I'm telling you, I mean, just beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm telling you that I have been for the last 60 days, let's say, 60 days approximately. I've been telling myself and everybody who asks, how are you doing? And I'm like, I am like so happy. I'm just like crazy happy, and I'm telling you by saying that over and over and over and over again, I have truly become like this crazy happy person. It is ridiculous for you to say something and then have it be manifested. I am finding that I'm by saying repeatedly, over the last 60 plus days that I'm happy. It's just, man, I mean, I say it to myself constantly. I say it to other individuals. I say it to, just at any point in time, I'm just like, oh, I'm just like crazy happy. And what I'm finding is, I was sitting at the dinner table yesterday when I took my sister-in-law and my nephews out to dinner. I was just like sitting there, I'm looking around, and I'm just like, damn, I am so happy. I just like I just got off the long drive. I didn't, I didn't sleep good on Saturday night. I stayed up too late. I woke up too early. I said on Sunday when we drove out there, I didn't have a lot of energy. But the whole drive, I'm just like in my head, I'm happy as hell. I'm just, I get there, we pick them up, we go to dinner, and I'm just like, I'm looking at my nephew, and I'm like, dude, life is fucking good. It's just like, life is really, really good. My nephew looks at me and he's like, yeah, uncle, life is good, man. He was like, cause he just got a promotion at his job. He's a young guy. He's like 21 now. He's 21. And so he's a cashier at, I don't know, Albertsons or Bonds or one of them. And, he just got a promotion at his job. And so he's like in a, like feeling good about himself. As a matter of fact, when it came time for the check, he puffs up his chest and he looks at me and he goes, hey, would you like me to pay for my share of this? I got it. It's not a big deal. And it just made me smile because I was like, look at this young man. He's just like feeling himself. And that is such the awesome thing, right? It's like, oh my God, he's feeling himself, and which made me happier. So I'm telling you guys all this because I'm telling you it is really something to be said about creating and manifesting your thought process into who you want to be or whatever. And I just, oh my God, so like this past Friday, I told some people this, obviously, because I have conversations with different individuals throughout the course of the day, the week, or whatever. But I told some people that, I have this goal. Somebody's making noise and you need to stop. So I told people that I had this goal of being able to run a mile by Christmas. And so on last Friday, so not the Friday that just passed, but last Friday, I had this thought process where I was like, you know what, I'm going to be able to run a half a mile. I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to be able to run a half a mile. And I did not, right? But then this past Friday that just passed, I'm sorry, not a mile, but a half a mile. And so this past Friday that just passed, I was able to knock a half mile. And I was like, hey, that's something. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, that is amazing. It took a week longer than I had anticipated, but you have to understand that I was I haven't run, jogged, walk fast, or anything else under the sun in a long time. I mean, we walk every day, right? But I walk at a snail's pace. There are like old ladies that pass me up, look back at me, smile, and keep it pushing, right? But now, and believe me when I tell you, my jog is slow as molasses. But it doesn't matter because it's like I'm knocking it out. I would not have thought, and I kid you not, I would have not have thought that I would have been able to knock out this half a mile if you had put a gun to my head just a month ago. And the reason being is because that wasn't in my consciousness. That wasn't who I was deciding that I was going to be, right? That wasn't my flow, my thoughts. And so, but once it became my thoughts, I'm amazing myself. And the reason I'm like jazzed up today is because my big sexy booty, I did 3/4 of a mile today. And I mean, so like, here's what happened. I did my half a mile, right? Because I did it on Friday, so I was like, I know I can do it today. I did my half a mile. Then I had to walk a 1/4 mile. And then I knocked out the last quarter of the mile by jogging it out. And I was just like, I looked back and I'm looking, I'm like, well, damn. I just did jogged out 3/4 of a mile. And that is so empowering to me. It makes me happy. It makes me ridiculously happy, y'all. And so more and more, what I'm saying to myself is, Pascal, if you can flip the script on that, because I'm telling you guys, I weigh 275 pounds, right? I mean, I'm big and sexy and handsome and all that good stuff, but nonetheless, I weigh 275. I'm fortunate that I'm tall, at least tallish. I'm 6 feet. And so, I believe I carry it well, and it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks because my wife says I'm sexy as hell. So whatever anybody else thinks, I don't really give a shit. But ultimately, I know that for my future, for what I want to accomplish in the near future, I need to present myself in a certain manner, in a certain way, right? And so that has become my reality, and so therefore I'm moving towards that reality. And I'm telling you guys this because it is proof positive to me that when you put something in your mind and you make it your 2.0, right? The new person that you want to become, it is obtainable. And so I, like you, like everybody on this call, have had moments in time and space where you have, had to have accomplished something for whatever reason. You had to get a job. You had to get a new car. You had to do whatever the hell it was. And once your mind flipped the script and you got into that mode, it's like you figured the shit out. It came to fruition because you chose to make it occur. And so what I'm really understanding is that that is the most powerful shit ever. It's like once you make that decision, and I'm telling you, I'm pushing 275 pounds down the sidewalk to knock out my half a mile, right? And I just started January, at the beginning of this month, right? So today is the 16th. So in 16 days, what I gave myself several months to be able to accomplish. I've been able to do it in, or at least half of it, mind you, in 16 days. And I gave myself till January 31st to be able to run a mile. So I will be in the mile well before that, and probably by January, I will be able to do 2 miles, right? Because as I'm building this, as I'm building me, right, and I'm able to push this 275 pounds down that half a mile, which just literally a month ago I never would have even thought I could do. I'm doing it, and so I believe, and I'm not going to push myself or put myself ahead of myself, but I believe that I'll be able to maybe do a couple miles by my end date, by my goal date, which is obviously, which I mentioned a moment ago, December 31st, 2019. So I'm telling you guys all this because I'm shifting to Pascal 2.0, which is what we talked about last week, and it's literally about the changing of you. And so in this call today, I'm going to get commitments from you all that you all are going to start changing yourself. And what I want you to understand is that those changes are going to be incremental. I want everybody in this that I want to start a business, I wanted this, I wanted that. Well, I'm going to give you tools to start your business, right? Because I'm going to tell you what you can do, what you will, where you can go. I'm going to give you resources. I'm going to give you all the shit that you need so that you can stop making excuses and you can start creating the 2.0 version of yourself, right? It is not any more difficult than you making the choice, because if you are on this call, you have the ability to dial a phone number. You have the ability to put in an access code. Does that make sense to you guys? If you have the ability to dial a phone number, you have the ability to listen, and you have the ability to put in an access code, then you have the ability to do whatever else it is that you so desire to do. But we're going to do it incrementally, right? So because as we all have heard a gazillion times, it is easier to eat an elephant one bite at a time, or it's easier to walk a mile one step at a time, or any other little thing you can think of that tells you how you can do some shit, right? I'm telling you guys, by me actually pushing this body of mine down this sidewalk and knocking out, it's invigorating. It is literally changing my mindset, if you will, right? So I say to myself, I want X, Y, and Z. And it's far too often I say it, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, but I don't act upon it. I don't move towards it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'll say it. But what I'm telling you all is that I'm living proof. I'm proof in the pudding, right? That, and so are you, to be perfectly frank, that if you put your mind to something, then it is possible. You are working today because you chose to get up one day and go and apply for a job, and maybe multiple jobs, and then subsequently somebody gave it to you. You are doing whatever it is that you are doing today, and we don't think about these things. The fact that you have a place to stay is all because you took the initiative to go and get a place to stay, right? Whether it's staying with somebody else or staying in your own spot, you're renting, you bought a house, whatever it is, it all comes because you took the initiative to do X, Y, or Z. None of this shit happens on its own. None of it, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to, whatever your business goal is, whatever your change of life thing is, okay, then we're going to give tools to make that happen right here, right now. So let me first start by, a lot of people on this call say to me, because we'll talk or chat or whatever via text or email, and then they're always in the same spot, different places, but realistically it's the same spot, and that is the starting of a thing. And so what I want you guys to understand is that we are going to start in the in the easiest place for you, right? And for everybody on this call, your place is different, obviously, but we're going to start in the easiest place for you. So let's say that somebody wants to be a marketer, I want to go online and I want to sell on eBay, or I want to create products and then sell those in the nutrition industry. I want to do something in weight loss. I want to this, I want to that, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Whether you realize it or not, the tools for you are already out there so that you can test your marketplace, right? So that you don't have to worry about creating anything right now. You can utilize someone else's already created item or thing, and then subsequently sell it. So how many of you on this call have heard of, you don't even have to answer, but have heard of clickbank.com, right? So clickbank.com is an affiliate website. And let me find it here. Let's see here. For those of you who are online, you'll be able to see where I'm pulling it up, and you'll be able to see it while we're talking. So this is a site. I just pulled it up on my computer, and it's called clickbank.com. So on clickbank.com, you can literally find any product that you so desire for digital download, okay? And you get a commission on this product. So they have their featured products list. You can go to ClickBank, and I'm telling you, you want to start a business, you want to start in health and fitness, you want to see how it's going to go, you want to, kind of get your yourself going, so to speak, well, then start off with an affiliate product, right? It's easy to do. Here it is, right here. You can go to ClickBank. And ClickBank is not the only one. So let's say that you want to sell something, like in the diet niche, which, let's call it paleo diets, which is still a big thing. There, you can find somebody here on ClickBank. You want to start selling something in the Forex market. That a lot of people are into Forex. Oh my God, Forex market. Yeah, I can't tell you how many people, which is maybe like 4 or 5 people just in a very short period of time, have told me that they're, hey, have you heard about Forex? And which obviously, yes, I have. And I'm getting into the Forex thing, and I'm paying these people to train me, or I'm reading these books or whatever. So obviously, there's a marketplace for Forex, right? So why aren't you out there promoting that? If that's something you're into, right? Then why aren't you, instead of buying it, why don't you become an affiliate of it and sell it and make money, and subsequently buy the product that you're selling, so you know what it's talking about. There are products in here that you can literally make a repeated money off of, right? So residual income. Because some of the products here on ClickBank, there's one-time sale products, and then there's subsequently products where there's monthly billing, and so you get a piece of that every month. The industry standard is that people stay on a product or stay on for somewhere between 3 and 4 months. So ClickBank is not the only place. ClickBank is one of the bigger ones, but there's also a company called JVZoo that you can go to that has products. Now, what I want you guys to understand is that that's just not like the only places. Let's say that you want to get into physical products. So, because these are like download products, right? JVZoo does more, like ClickBank does a lot of health and fitness and this and that and yada yada. But places like JVZoo, they're more in the marketing niche. Okay, that's a big thing for them, in the marketing niche. So what we're going to do is, there's no need for me to, you can just go to jvzoo.com and look it up. But what I want to also get across to you guys, if you want to do something in the physical market niche, so let's say you're into health and fitness and all that kind of stuff. There are companies out there. There's a company that let's see. I should have pulled it up before we got on the phone, So, but I didn't, unfortunately. So let me see if I can, oh, patch.com. So there's a company, if you're like into health and fitness, they have patches for everything, right? And it's a big way because it transfers a lot of people like it. So like if you want to buy patches for male enhancement, you go to patch.com or patches.com, and they will sell you patches where a person can wear it on his arm, and basically it helps that individual, be stimulated later. So if they have, I don't know, erectile dysfunction or something, and so they have a problem, in the bedroom. There's patches for that. There's patches to, which is actually one of the biggest ones actually that they sell. There's patches for estrogen. There's patches for this, that, and the other. All natural stuff though. There's, they can't sell you, non-FDA approved stuff because the company is based here in the United States, and since you're buying it from them, they subsequently have to meet all of those guidelines that the FDA has listed out for them, which is a good thing for you because you can buy a lot of this stuff from places like AliExpress, Alibaba, China.com, and all these other places. But the problem with that is a lot of these places, like if you're buying the stimulus patches for men, the male enhancement packages or patches or pills or whatever, you buy it from AliExpress, China.com, Alibaba. The problem is you can run into some issues potentially because, like a lot of their stuff, it does work. And the reason it works is because they're actually taking real Viagra, Viagra or the other one, I can't think of the other one's name, and they're actually putting it in their product so it does work, even though they're saying it's a natural male enhancement product, but they're actually putting the chemical that comprises Viagra in their product. And if someone were to complain about whatever, then you run the risk because you are taking responsibility when you buy it from China and then bring it here. But if you deal with someone's making noise, you need to stop. And because if you, let's see, caller one, I would hate to have to mute you, but if the noise continues, I'm gonna end up muting you. So there you go. Caller one has been muted. The deal is, ultimately, you guys, whatever it is that you guys want to do, we can figure it out. We can find the information for you during this call, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it happen. We're going to help you all right here, right now, develop your starting position for your business. All right, that's our objective. So if you want to do this, then here you go. If you want to do physical products, there are companies out there that you can white label. I can send you guys that information. Or better yet, you can go to my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. You just go check out my name, Pascal, Pascal, Mansell, Mansell.com. I'm sorry, on YouTube, and a bunch of my videos will pull up. So I have videos literally that will break down all these different companies, you guys. I mean, like a crap load of companies that do everything. I've already put the information out there. It is a ridiculous amount of information that you can generate that you can get a hold of for free, where places that will just do everything for you. But let's say that you don't have a lot of time and you need things to happen for you, right? So let's say you go to YouTube and you type in either Pascal, Pascal, Mansell, Mansell, and you start going through my videos there, and you see all these different places, all these different manufacturers that are based here in the U.S. and that will, provide whatever. If you're looking for health and nutrition products, they got them. If you're looking for affiliate products that sell, places that will let you sign up with them, and then they will do auto ship physical products to people. They're there, right? And you're going to get money from these places every month. But let's say that you don't want to start an affiliate business. You don't want to start, whatever. That's just not your get down. Well, okay, go to Fiverr. On Fiverr, you can have anything done you want. And Fiverr is Fiverr, right? So I'm taking away all the excuses to make these baby steps. Fiverr, some of you know about it, some of you may not. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm in my account right now on Fiverr, and I have a goal for myself, both physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. I have this goal for myself, and I also have a goal to end up starting in January of 2020 to be on the stage speaking. Okay, that is a goal for me in the arena of personal and entrepreneurial coaching and development. That is my thing. That is my get down. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, there's a lot of things that I just, I don't have the time or inclination to do or try to figure out, and you don't need to figure it out either. So I have some pictures of myself that I'm not very happy with these pictures. I envision myself a certain way, standing on stage, talking to people, and doing my thing. So what I'm trying to say to you is, I envision myself a certain way, but at this point in time, I'm not that person physically, right? And we know a couple of things about people. People, when you're walking up to them, they start analyzing you before you even reach them. So I want to, as I'm presenting on stage, I want to combat as many things as possible before people can pick and choose what they do or don't like about me, right? So that means that my speech, my talk has to resonate with them. It has to come out a certain way. So that means I need to work on that. It means that my physical appearance needs to be a certain way in my mind, right? Which is going to make me happy, because that's what's important. Is what's going to make Pascal Dominique Mansell happy. So I'm working towards that goal. That's why my big sexy butt is out there jogging every day and starting to learn to love this crap, because I want to get to a certain point. Actually, I'm gonna tell you who my physical model is. I have my partner Denise. Everybody knows Denise. You hear because she's always on the call. Her husband Damon. This brother, he got it going on. His body is in like bomb ass shape, and actually he makes me a little envious, right? Because he's fit. He's like crazy fit, and so I look at Damon, and I look at them arms, the chest, and the stomach, and all that, and I'm like, if he can do that, then I can do that. Okay, so. He's kind of he's in the back of my mind, when I'm getting my workout in. Because you gotta have that. Somebody, you gotta, what are you trying to model yourself after, right? What is it? How do you picture yourself? And often that comes from, obviously something that you've seen in before. When you go and look and go, oh my God, this is a beautiful home. I'd like to have a home like that. It's something that you've seen, so that you can say, oh my God, I want something like that. Maybe your version of that thing, but that's what you want, right? So, I look at Dan and I go, that brother's in great shape. He's very serious about how he eats, how he works out, all that bull. And I'm just like, well, I can model that. I can do that. I'm gonna be my version of that, but I can model that, and that's what it's all about. But let me get back here to Fiverr. So I have these pictures. I went to my wife's office place, and place booths because obviously I work from home, and so I took some pictures in the conference room and in the entrance area and blah blah blah. I took all these pictures, but then I was looking at the picture and I was like, I don't know. And it's just not what I want to present to the world on my new website that I'm building, right? So what I've chosen to do, I was talking to a buddy of mine, Mark Franklin, and I was like, you know what, dude, I got these pictures out of your Mark was like, look, man, you got to do what you got to do. This is business. All right, you know how people are, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, this is business, so you got to do what you got to do. And I was like, yeah, man, because I was thinking about getting my pictures photoshopped because by the time I start speaking, guess what? I'm gonna look like those Photoshop pictures. So I was like, let me go to Fiverr. I went to Fiverr, and I have found several people. The page that you all can see are the people I'm going to use. There's a guy. He has a 5.0 rating, which is really, really good. On Fiverr, and I can. His starting point is like $5 to Photoshop my stuff. And so, what I want you guys to understand is, we are not where we want to be, but these are all about taking these baby steps to get where we want to be. Okay. So the other thing about Fiverr is it's not just about Photoshopping. I'm telling you that because I'm explaining to you that I'm using it to incrementally help me get to where I want to be and present the person that I want to present to the world, right, on my website. And then I'm working diligently towards that end. There is, if you want somebody that can do digital graphics for you, there's somebody on Fiverr that can do that. If you want somebody to do digital marketing for you, so your social media, I'm not all that keen on the people on Fiverr for that, but you know what? There's somebody here on Fiverr that can do that. If you want someone to write a book for you on Fiverr, you can do that. They're here. I get all my book covers made on Fiverr because it's cheap. Right? It starts off at $5. It can go up for the people that have more of a skill set and have been on Fiverr for a period of time. It might cost you like $25 or $30 to get a book cover made. There are people on here that are proficient at doing various tasks. You can have somebody create your website for you here on Fiverr for, $20, $30, $40, $50. They're in India, they're in Pakistan, they're in former Russia somewhere, one of the satellite countries, the Ukraine or whatever, and there are these people that when they transfer that $25, $35 to their money, to the ruble or whatever it is, it ends up being a lot more than $35 here in the U.S. Okay, so this is a prime place for you guys to go and utilize them. I'm telling you, whatever you want, you can find here on Fiverr, anything that can be delivered digitally. I have used Fiverr for a lot of my videos. There was a young lady on here before. She's no longer on here, and she was killing the game. She was just, she was balling out of control on Fiverr. She was just, she was doing videos for everybody, literally. And she was a gorgeous woman, and just had her stuff down to a science. And I was using her a lot, and everybody else in the world was using her too, because her time frames started getting pushed back further and further and further. And she was a platinum rated Fiverr seller, just ridiculously good at what she does. So my point is, you guys, on Fiverr, there is everything that you can, want possibly for digital download, for someone to provide a service for you that they can, ultimately send to you via email. Videos, books, book covers, you pick it. If you want marketing done, there's somebody there that can do it for you. Now, once again, I personally am not all that keen on the people marketing on Fiverr. but I mean, in the marketing category, because I haven't personally had much luck with it, but there are people on there that give them great ratings. So, who knows, right? I mean, you have to figure it out and see, but the cost factor is low enough that you can ultimately spend a few dollars to see if it's going to work for you. So there's no excuses, and these are things that you can do in incremental bites, small bites. So very important. If anybody has any questions, you can send your questions to me in the chat. If you want to speak up, you can do that. Anybody? Okay, let me check my chat real quick. All right, I have a couple of just general things, which I'm already covering anyway in the chat box. Okay, so we're going to continue on then. Because it's just general, I'm going to cover those things, so I'm not going to answer those specific questions in the chat. Well, I'm actually answering those questions. So you guys look, y'all. It can be done. It is being done by plenty of people, and it is time to change, to create your whole new you, your 2.0, right? Now is that time to create that 2.0 you, period. Now is that time. I believe, as I've mentioned multiple times, that, things are changing in this economy, and I believe that the shit will hit the fan. I don't know when, because I've been saying this stuff for like 2 years, but I believe it, and so therefore I am preparing for that. And if you even have an inkling of a thought that might be true, then you need to start preparing yourself right here, right now, to position for those hard times. Because look, when shit goes bad, when times are hard, employers will let you off. And if you don't have something else going on, like if you're not a saver, then you need to start thinking about how you can create more income right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but right here, right now. This is important, guys. You've got to start right here and right now. You got to clear your decks of all the bullshit. You got to start saying to yourself, what changes am I going to make, and start making those incremental changes. I just, one of the reasons I'm so freaking happy with myself is because, I came to the conclusion that I had this business with my son, my baby boy, who I love to death. I a business with my wife, which is the eBay thing, and I was just like, I had to cut that bullshit loose, because the problem is that you cannot help somebody else live their dreams. It just doesn't work. You cannot do for other people and subtract from yourself. It does not work. Because what you will find is that you're spending a bunch of time, effort, energy, and in my instance, monies, right, that you will never get back, and then that there is no recourse or action that you can take to get them back. Because if you're doing your thing and you're also spending your time on somebody else's thing, right, where's the recourse? There is none. Because if they don't participate, then guess what? You're screwed, because you can't do your thing and their thing. So you just take the loss. You take the hit. And so what I did 2 weeks ago, as I came to a conclusion, we had all these freaking clothes. I had bundles of clothes in the back that we hadn't even opened yet, and gotten cleaned and washed and all that stuff and put up on eBay, because, I was looking around, and you know what, listen, y'all, it's nothing bad about my wife, but it's not who she is. And as I've said this in the past, you cannot try to make somebody into some shit that they're not. It doesn't work. Stop. Right? If somebody is an asshole, let them be an asshole. Somebody is a lazy person, let them be a lazy person. If somebody's irritating, let them be irritating. If somebody's I don't give a crap what they are. If they are who they are, let them be. Right? My wife is not a business person. But I kept on trying to force her to become a business person. You got to do this. You got to do this. We're going to start this business for you. We're going to screw that. That's not who she is, right? Her thing is she wants to go to a job site, right? She wants to work, know that she's going to get a paycheck, come home, be, a wife. You know what I mean? That's her get down, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not my job to change her as a person, right? It's not my job, and it's just, even though I've been told that over and over and over and over again, and even though I know that in my gut, my heart, my soul, I have always tried to change people into something that they're not. And I find that a lot of people do that. Nurturers, and I consider myself to be a nurturing person, nurturers do that. We try to change people into something other than who they are. And it just doesn't work. So stop it, right? Stop trying to change people. Our focus to improve ourselves. Hold on one second, you guys. Trying to see who's making all that noise, because I'm going to mute you, because if you don't respect the call, you're going to get muted. Okay, stop making noise. So this is my point, you guys. You have everything you need right here, right now. We say this all the time. You have everything you need right here, right now, in this place and time, in this existence, to move forward. Everything. Cut the bullshit. So for me, one of the things that made me immensely happy, you just don't even know the smile that it brought to my face, was moving those bundles of clothes. A buddy of mine, he's getting into the eBay marketing thing, he and his wife, but they are choosing to do it as a couple. They're choosing to do it, he's choosing to do it as him, primarily relying on himself to do it, and not, somebody else. So I gave him all those clothes, right, that I bought. I gave him a bunch of other crap. And then the other stuff that we already had cleaned and prepared and listed on eBay, I told my wife, I was like, look, you just go through that stuff, pick what you want out of it, and the rest of it, when we go down to your sister for her birthday on Sunday, which was yesterday, we'll take the rest of it down there and let them pick what they want. And what they don't want, we'll let them take that stuff and just take it to the Goodwill. I don't care. That's money that's been spent. It's gone. It's done, right? But where my happiness came was because I closed down that eBay business. Because I can't mentally run towards my goals, towards my objectives, towards the things that I want to do, and babysit some other thing on the side, because that's being very dishonest with myself, right? Because I know that it is imperative to be singular focused. If you're saying that you're going to do something, then you need to be singular focused in that direction in order to do it well. You can be a jack of all trades and a master of none, or a master of one. And I choose to be a master of one. I've made a decision in my existence that I love with a passion coaching and helping people start their business, to develop their dreams. That's my dream, is to help people do that. And you know what? I'm really freaking good at this shit. I am really good at it. I have seen people, honestly do better than I do. It's just like, well, damn, Pascal. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just awesome. And it makes me, I don't want to cuss really, really bad, but I won't. But it makes me really happy, and that's where my joy comes from. So that's what I need to be doing, not 15 other things, right? Now, it's one thing if I get this, business to my objective, when I get this business to what I believe it should and could do, and then I subsequently go, okay, well, it's running, it's doing its thing. Now I have the time and the money to do this other thing. That's great. You can do that. But as a rule, you guys, and I've said this before, the shotgun approach does not work. You can't shoot at a bunch of shit hoping that something works. You can't put a bunch of irons in fire, as the old saying goes, and hope that some shit works. You got to find that one thing that you're gonna jump on it, and you're gonna ride it until it either flourishes or until it drops dead. It's gonna be one of the two. And then once that thing just comes to life, elevates you, and gets you to where you want to be, you know what I'm saying, in your life, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, in your happiness, right? Once you get there, then you can do some other shit. But until then, we need to be of singular mind, singular focus. Every book you read on the topic, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, pick one, I don't care, Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, pick one. They all say the exact same thing. All of them say the exact same thing. And all they're doing is taking text and belief from ancient religion, ancient belief systems, and they're putting it in their own thing. That's all Think and Grow Rich is. That's why they're constantly quoting older shit from Sumerian texts, older shit from the Bible, from here, from there, from the Quran, right? And it's just, they quote these things, they talk about them, they change the verbiage, but they're saying the same thing. You got to find your space and your place, and then just dive into it, push it, become singular of mind, singular of focus. You know what I'm saying? I've mentioned this guy multiple times. Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love his work because what he talks about is changing you, through meditation, right? So you're a sickly person, you change the sickly person to a well person by changing your mind, by focusing on yourself. Right? So it's a singular mind, a singular focus, becoming a whole new you, a different person. You're elevating this person that you are now to a new person. You're literally becoming a different person. The same way that you want this, you are not currently the same person mentally, emotionally, and physically that you were when you were 3, 5, 10, 12, 20, right? You are a completely different person. Well, damn it, now we need to change from that, from who we are right now, to our next generation, to our next evolution. That's what has to happen if you guys want to, achieve and all the shit that you want to achieve. If you want to get to where you want to be, the tools are here. The tools are right in front of you. There's never been a time, and it's been said many a time, there's never been a time in our history where we have, good Lord, Mr. Google and Mrs. Google provide so much freaking information to us. It's phenomenal. There's no excuses, right? There's no excuses. The only thing that you can make an excuse is which is bullshit, is I don't have time. We all have time. You know how I know that? Because we all watch TV. At least the vast majority of us do, right? And if you're watching TV, damn it, you have time to put, I don't know, call it 30 minutes a day towards your new objective, right? And then make that a part of who you are becoming. So it's not just a thing you're doing. It's literally, who am I becoming? My big sexy booty is running around that park because it is about who am I becoming? Who do I want to be? How do I see myself in the future? I'm giving you guys the tools. You guys listen. I can't do shit for you. People make changes because they choose to make the changes, right? It's you that are going to make the change, not me. But I can damn sure point you in some directions that will be of help to you. Start a business. Start something. What is the fuck? What is it that you like? What is it that you like? We can find whatever the hell it is that you say that you like or want to do, whatever your passion is. I'm telling you guys, we can find the tools for it. I'm giving you guys a bunch of tools right now. Literally, go to YouTube. Oh my God. you guys, I introduced you guys to Kay, okay? Let me tell you how Kay learned to make money selling on what is it, Amazon, eBay, and Groupon, because she went to the University of YouTube. That's it. She went to the University of YouTube, would watch videos, and then learn, oh shit, so there's this makeup that's very similar to this other makeup, and if I buy this stuff from China, I can then turn around and sell it and make a profit, and it's just like this other crap that is really hot right now. Oh my God, there's these magnet, like, right, this, it's amazing to me, right? She's in the makeup. She knows that arena. So this young woman, I don't know nothing about no damn makeup, but this young woman set it in her mind recently for one of her newest ventures. Is she put it in her mind to start selling magnetic eyelashes. I don't even know what the hell a magnetic eyelash is, right? But in her first less than a month, she sold 50 pair at $50 a piece. And for something that she's buying for, I think it's around $6 a pair. If that's not some crazy shit, I don't know what is. How do you sell in your first month 50 pair of magnetic eyelashes in 50 pair at $50, right? And your cost factor, even in getting them shipped here, is less than $6 per. Because she went to the University of YouTube and learned how to do her thing. It's just that simple, y'all. And so the ease in which to create is here for us right now. The ease in which to create is here for us. It's just, how are you going to do it? There's nothing more to it. How are you going to do it? So, listen, I'm excited. I'm on fire, literally. You know, not literally. I don't want to say that because that's stupid, because I'm not literally on fire. But I'm so excited for myself and for you all who are going to take the plunge, who are going to stop making excuses and just start moving forward towards your objective. So I'm telling you guys that I, Pascal Dominique Mansell, will be speaking on stages next year. Guaranteed, right? I will be doing that. I, Pascal Dominique Mansell, by December 31st, will be jogging up and down the park and doing a mile. So do it. We're about to get off the call, right? So it's 9:54. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Going once. Going twice. If you don't have anything you want to add, it's been real. I have things to do, like I haven't had a chance to get my shower in after I got back from the park, so I need to go do that. And if you guys don't want to participate or add any comments into the call, that's okay. I understand most of you guys are at work. I got a few things in the chat, which is still pretty much. Thanks for the call. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you for the inspire presentation that you did today, and I really like all those subjects that you always talk about it, but the one that you incorporate, how people can do a different type of business. How they can utilize the opportunity that it is the market presents. So I thank you and appreciate it, and let's keep rolling and hope everything that you have a plan for yourself, it will become true, which I don't have no doubt about it, and I know you will do it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Thank you. I'm going to add, thank you very much for that, sir. I'm going to add one more thing that says, let's see, thanks for sharing, passion, please, to and getting gear, yada, yada. Let's see who this is. There's no name in this So thanks. So, but and I also want to thank all the people that are putting in the chat, because I know once again, I know a lot of you guys are at work. It's just like, people got to do at work time, and I get that. So I thank everybody that's putting things in the chat, and I really appreciate. I mean, more than I can explain to you guys, the fact that you take the time to come on these damn calls, right? I appreciate it so much. I mean, it really energizes me, to be honest with you. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that is going to empower you and help you, or else you guys wouldn't be coming on the calls week after week after week, right? And this is probably like call number 37 or something. That's 37 weeks that we've been knocking this out, you guys. And we have a community. How freaking awesome is that shit? We have a community in this Empowerment and Mastermind community. And even though I am presenting in the community, I'm just a part of the community, like you guys are a part of the community, and that's why I really want you guys to understand that this is not I don't know what the hell. This is a freaking this is a tribe. This is a community, and we're all in it together. And we're gonna win together, right? We are all going to win together, and I'm gonna add this in before we get off the phone. So I'm gonna tell you guys. For those of you who want to join, I'm going to charge $29 a month. I'm going to tell you guys at the end of every single call, I'm going to charge. It's going to be $29 a month. But for that $29 a month, you can have message access to me, right? I'm not going to get on the phone and talk to you. But if you want to spend $29 a month, and get a shitload of information and help developing your business, then Pascal is here for you. For $29 a month, you will be able to message back and forth with me. If you're interested in doing that, call me. 951-515-4728. 951-515-4728. I don't have the website, the capture page set up for that yet, so you'll have to call me, and then I'll have to send you a PayPal link. But for $29 a month, you will have access to me throughout the entire month, and anything that I do, I will give you a hella discount on it. So it's just I'm trying to make this so that ultimately and honestly that everybody is going to be able to win from this. But if I'm going to spend my time with you, then you're going to have to pay for that shit. And then it's imperative, because I spend a boatload of money building and preparing myself, just like all the information that I was telling you about, you guys about. I bought that information. You know how I know about all these companies that where I can go and have products made? I'm telling you, I have a whole list of companies that I paid for. I can get anything I want made. Boop, I can do that. You know why? Because I paid for it. So if you're sincere about developing you, I mean, God, if you can't spend $29 on yourself, then I don't know what to tell you, right? It's just, I don't. Okay, I don't want you giving me a nickel, not a penny, not a dime, nada, if you're not going to utilize it, though. Because you're spending $29 just for the sake of spending $29 to make yourself feel like you're doing some shit, and trust me, you're not doing anything, right? So if you want to spend $29 a month with me to have message access, right? Because I'm not going to talk to your ass for $29. I'm just telling you that up front. I charge $250 an hour if you want to talk to me. But for $29, you can send me a message and I can reply to that message. Boom. That's it. So look, thank you guys so much. It's 10 o'clock. I need to get off this phone and get my happy booty in the shower. Thank you. Thank you
again for another awesome call.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I appreciate that.
You're
you guys
so
go
welcome.
to the University I want to say this. Go to the University of YouTube, y'all. Punch in my name. There's a whole list of products, services, and things. I was doing this thing where I listed 100 videos in 100 days or some bullshit I was doing, but it was 100 videos or something like that, and I gave up so much information. I literally gave up thousands of dollars worth of information for free, like I always do. So that's it. And Talandra, I think that was your voice. Thank you for the big ups on the call. I appreciate that because it energizes me when people give me, somebody said this a long time ago and I've heard it multiple times, but give me my damn flowers now. Don't wait till I'm dead to tell my ass how great I was because I won't be able to hear you. So if you got something good to say about me, tell me now because I need to hear that.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Give me my flowers now, y'all. So, anybody else have anything to say before we jump? Yes?
Yes, good morning. Thank you very much for this call. This is
Good
Denise.
morning.
Good morning. I'm a little jet lagged, so I came back from Atlanta Saturday and still recuperating for the week-long for the week-long conference I was at with Dr. Sonia. It was absolutely fabulous. And I just want to say that to all those, and I think the gentleman who just spoke, he spoke volume that when you set your mind to it, you're just going to do it. I've known you now for 12 years, and everything that you've said on this call is like right on point. So you're going to go ahead and get that done. And congratulations on your half mile. And
half mile, baby. Well, no, okay. Well, a half mile in one. Okay, you're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really happy.
I challenged you to let everybody know that when you do your mile, I will pay for your next trip to wherever you're going to go on vacation. So I think that's another motivator. But nonetheless, you had that motivation before. Don't forget that.
Tell them what the deal is.
That's it. The deal is
how you're going to pay for a brother's vacation. At least partially.
I'm going to pay for your hotel for the next vacation that you're going to take next year when you complete that mile before the year is out.
Well, she's not telling you everything. What you said to me is you'll pay for 10%. I dropped 10 pounds, you're paying for 10%. I dropped 30 pounds, you're paying for 30% of my vacation. And if I drop 50 pounds, you're paying for 50% of my vacation. I am not letting you off the hook for that because your girlfriend, I'm going to enjoy my vacation with 50% of my vacation being paid for. Please,
I forgot about that part.
I'm going to be loving my vacation, especially half of it paid for.
Thank you for reminding me on that. And I just want to let everybody know, take advantage of that $29. Even though you may think you're not going to use it, there's valuable information. And the $29 is a small price, as you can tell already. Pascal's always giving a bootload of information, and he has more, believe it or not. And so the $29 will behoove you to pay on the monthly, get on the email. Whenever you're stuck, you're able to email him and get some valuable information directly from him. So that's huge. That's number one. And number two, for those of you who are stuck, we're putting something together. We're going to let you guys know on the next call. We're putting something together that if you're stuck in your business, how to bring your business forward. And so we're going to let you guys know that in the next call. It's huge. So he and I are partnering up on collaborating on something really, really big that's coming. So can't miss next call, definitely. And you guys are blessed. We're blessed to have you, blessed to know you. And you guys make it a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Pascal, for everything. I love the motivation.
Absolutely, and I got the 10, 30, and 50 recorded. So I'm going to drop my vacation, baby girl. I got this on recording.
No
Um,
worries, no worries. Like I said, I'm still jet lagged and kind of in a different time zone. So uh, definitely, it's
absolutely.
been I stand corrected, and my offer is always 100%. So no worries
Absolute,
there.
absolute.
I can't wait to see the new sexy you, the sexier you, I should say.
Sexier. Thank you, ma'am. Don't discount sexier. Sexier, Pascal.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you.
All right. Oh, listen, you guys. Just real quick before we get off the phone, and because I want you guys all to do this. This is going to be a little homework for you guys, and I apologize. We're going to go over. A man Franco said I should start keeping my time frames. My time frames, which he's absolutely right. If I say 10 o'clock, I should do 10 o'clock. But sometimes I get like so jazzed up and so excited that I it is wrong of me really, but I go a little over, and so I apologize in advance to all of you all. Yes, sir.
Pascal, I mean, when you have something important like the way you do things, the presentation, I mean, you can take the whole time in the world. I mean, it's. I think we're all happy. And just let me share something that my experience has taught me, and has to do when you go to school. You go all those business school, you pay thousands of dollars. And after 4 years in business school, when they get the major or they get a master or whatever they want to call it, a doctor, you come out from there, and basically those people are a rookie. They don't know nothing. Yeah, they have the idea how things work. And don't get me wrong, I understand it's a foundation. But when you do a presentation, you talk to the meat. You get the meat. You exactly know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, we are listen to experience talk. It's not only blah 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 blah. It's a real thing. If just the people think and pay attention to what you're saying and respect what you're saying, believe me, we all will be successful in any entrepreneur thing that we want to do. So that's the reason I really thank you very much, because like I say, I've been listening to a lot of presentation. I went to school. I had everything that I can really know, and it's nothing compared to what your presentation does. So I thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the big ups, the big props. Like I said, I love getting mine now. I don't want to wait till I'm dead to have people standing over a casket talking about, oh, Pascal, now. Give me mine now. I want it all now. What was I going to say to you guys? Oh, I really want everybody on this call. Now, this is Pascal's. Right? This is Pascal's 13 rules to live by, and I want everyone to create their own. So it's kind of like it's a little BS homework, okay? So my rule number one is to love myself, okay? Very important, because what I'm finding and believing is that if you don't love yourself, if that's not your starting point, then you have zero. You have absolutely nothing, okay? So for me, this is, once again, Pascal's rules to live by. And there's 13 of them, and I'm going to go through them really quick because I would like for you guys to create your own rules to live by. So for me, number one is love yourself. Number two, constantly see yourself as having and living the life you deserve. Number three, oh, shoot, I almost messed up here. Number three is continuously work on your physical and mental well-being. Number four, place yourself first. I think that one it's all in caps on my phone because I think it's so important. You have to place yourself first. Number five, do what makes you happy. Extremely important. I have found that telling myself I'm happy every day, dude, I'm telling you, I'm just like so freaking elated. I'm like jumping around the park like I'm I don't know, like 16 again or something, because I'm just so damn happy now. It's just like really, really it's crazy. My wife is like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, I'm in the house, I'm singing and stuff, you know, very badly, but I don't give a shit. I'm singing and it makes me happy, right? Because I'm just like, what do I have to complain about? I mean, seriously, I work from home, you guys. Even when the money's not what I want it to be or need it to be, who gives a shit? Because I have a door to walk into. I can literally close my door behind me. I'm not out on the street. I can close my door behind me, turn on my TV, turn on my air conditioning, go lay in my bed, right? Get on my computer. I have all my necessities already. They're done. They're taken care of. You know, I can play with my wife's little photo child, and I'm just like, life is good. Nothing to complain about. So it's just, I'm just saying. Number 6. Only give from your overflow. That is so important for me. Only give from your overflow. If you give from when you're at 50% or 100%, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. You know, you got to give from your overflow and nothing else. Because just like, for instance, with these businesses that I've cleaned myself out of, right? I've gotten rid of them, shut that crap down. I was giving out of my 100%, right? You know, I wasn't giving, you know, as I built 110%, giving that 10% out. I was giving from my I don't know what the hell I want to say, but, you know, I was giving, you know, from my basic me. Can't do that. Can't do it in any way, shape, or form. If you're not giving from your overflow, you're screwing yourself. And I'm just telling you, that's my opinion. I don't know. You know, everybody has to do their own thing. Number 7 for me is this is important for me, okay? Another one. All of them are important. Don't try to save anyone that's not trying to save themselves. I have done it numerous times in my life. You know, some of you guys might like this, and this goes from male to female, so, you know, I don't want to hear all the, you know, whatever crap. You know, don't be Captain Save-A-Ho. You know, and I don't mean that in any kind of foul way. I mean that for men or women. Don't try to save people that don't want to be saved. You will drown yourself. If you jump in the pool and somebody's flailing and they're going to take you down. It has happened over and over and over where people are constantly trying to save someone who's constantly trying to sink down to the bottom because they're self-destructive. And I'm just telling you, don't do it, right? I mean, this is obviously Pascal's way, right? And that doesn't have to be your way. You might want to jump in the pool and drown with them. That's your business. But for me, no, do not try to save someone that is not willing to save themselves. It goes for family, friends. I don't give a shit who it is. Don't do it, in my opinion. Number 8, right? Live today as if it were your last. Way important. And that goes back to being happy. That's why I'm so freaking happy. You know, I'm thinking to myself constantly and continuously, you know, I'm changing my programming, and I'm telling you, I'm saying to myself, I'm happy every day. I mean, my life is freaking awesome, and I'm feeling it. It is actually becoming a part of who I am. Number 9, real quick, I'm going to speed up on this. Work and leave a legacy in your name and financially, right? Work to leave a legacy in name, right? So you want to leave with your name intact. So don't go out screwing people. Don't go out, you know, doing people wrong, you know, just for the benefit of making money. Don't be an asshole. If you're gonna, you know, because life it's just too precious, too short to go around dicking other people for $1. It's just the dumbest crap ever. Or to make yourself feel better, you're gonna screw somebody else over. Don't do it unless you're a dick. If you're an asshole, then do it, right? Because you're just a waste of flesh and life. But if you want to really be a good human being, then be a good human being. Don't go out trying to take advantage of people. It's just not right, in my opinion. Okay, and I would hope in your opinions as well. So work on leaving a legacy, and then think about leaving a legacy financially for your family, for, just something for your children, for those who you care and love and love. Number 10, meditate and create time for yourself for daily reflection. Oh my God. The importanto, whatever you want to say. Man, I'm telling you guys, when you take time for yourself, like on my weekends, I don't do shit. I don't even answer them. If I know it's a business call, I won't even answer the call. I don't care. I don't care about the money. I don't care about what they have to say. None of that stuff. Because on the weekends now, it's all about Pascal. All about Pascal. I know I want to go to the movies. I want to have some popcorn. I want to maybe lay across the sofa, watch something that I want to watch on TV. I might want to, I don't know, go out to LA, hang out, go to dinner. It's all about Pascal. So you have to have time for meditation and self-reflection. Number 11, never treat people like shit until they show that they're shitty. Uber important. Never treat people like shit until they show they're shitty. Now, once a person shows you they're a shitty-ass person, then you know what? It doesn't matter, right? You don't really want to treat them like shit. Back away from them. Leave them alone. Let them be. You don't owe them anything, right? If they're a crappy person, that just means they're miserable. And you don't want to be around miserable people. Extricate yourself from that situation. All right, so you don't have to be mean to them. You don't have to none of that crap. You just need to extricate yourself from that situation. Get away from them. Crappy people are crappy people are crappy people. Stay away from them. Leave them be. Let them live their life. Right? Number 12, extremely important, and I was doing this at 4 o'clock this morning, which helped me run further today than I ran this past Friday. I kid you not. This morning I was laying in bed. I woke up at 4 o'clock for whatever reason, and I'm laying in bed because I don't want to disturb my wife. And I'm just sitting there picturing myself moving my sexy 275 pounds across that sidewalk. And today I'm so close to running a mile straight. It's not even funny, y'all. But my point is that you have to create these mind movies. I was literally envisioning that for myself. So I've known of people that are really good at doing different things. And if you listen to them, some of the top athletes, right? Listen to some of the old Tony Robbins stuff. And they talk a lot about how you have to, like pro athletes, they envision them, before they take a shot, they envision the shot going from their hand into the basket. Marksmen envision the shot from the time they take their breath, hold their breath, pull the trigger, and where that bullet flies and then subsequently lands. You have to envision yourself into your future. It's extremely important. I'm envisioning myself right here, right now, speaking on stage, looking healthy. I even have my verbiage, what I've come up with anyway at 4 o'clock this morning, my verbiage for how I want to come on stage. So my verbiage when I come on stage, which I thought about at 4 o'clock this morning, is, hi, my name is Pascal Dominique Mansell. I am a personal and entrepreneurial coach and business development. I forgot part of it. And business development guy, I don't know. And I am the happiest person you'll ever meet. I am the healthiest person you'll ever meet, both internally and externally. And I am also a trillionaire. You know why I'm saying that? Because that's what I'm going to be pushing out. And then I will end up by saying in that little first opening portion by telling people that is my belief. Because that is who I envision myself becoming in the future. Does that make sense to you guys? Right? So, obviously I thought about this crap at 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's a little choppy, but my name, how I see myself. It's important. That's what I will tell my audience when I first step out on stage. Obviously, by the time I get to the stage, stepping on stage, I will have that down to a science. But I am pre-programming myself, envisioning myself of who I want to be and who I'm telling them I'm going to be, because the more I say it, the more I believe it, the more I say it, and the more I will believe it, if that makes sense to you guys. And then last but not least, right, after creating your mind movies, is be yourself, but be willing to change for the better. And I have to tell you guys, so important, because, Denise will tell you, I have times where I can be an absolute dick, okay? But the thing is Denise will get on me about different things I'm not going to go into, and she'll be like, that's not cool, And so sometimes when she says it, I'm like, please, what's wrong with that? But then I'll think about it, and I'll go, Pascal, dude, back up. You're really being an asshole. So, I have to understand that I am who I am, and I'm working towards my vision, towards my goal, but I am an imperfect being, and I am moving towards being a better me. So I have to be willing to change for the better. So look, those are my 13 rules to live by. You guys need to create your own. I've given you guys tasks to do. Go to the University of YouTube, which is just simply going to YouTube, and whatever the hell it is that you're thinking about that you want to do, accomplish, and be, go there and study that thing. Right? And there's so much information on YouTube. If you want to know all the different, places that you can go to do things, look, I want to trademark my company. I got a video on that for you. It's called the Trademark Company. You can go there. Let me stop that video. If you want to, create products like physical products, you can go to NHK Labs if you want to create physical products, like if you want to create some kind of pills or whatever. And the magic of doing it that way is, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to worry about getting approval from the FDA, because these places will allow you to white label the products, NHK Labs, and a bunch of others that I have listed out. And I mean, good Lord, you can go on their website. They have so many pills and potions and all this other crap, natural stuff that you can sell. If that's your mindset, that's the business you want to be in, the makeup business. You know what? There's makeup companies that I list out that you can go to, and they will white label your stuff. Boop. End of story. There's no more excuses. Let's make it happen. Don't forget, if you guys want to reach me personally and be able to communicate with me, call me, 951-515-4728. You can pay $29 a month, and we can chat back and forth, and we can help you grow your business. All right? That's it. That's all. It's 10:23. Bye. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Au revoir.
Ciao.
Ciao. Bye-bye.